we met in college, and we were doing sketch comedy together in college, and we had such a great experience having fun, running around, making little videos and skits and shows with our friends. And we were lucky enough to never have to stop doing that. I have prioritized for all these decades, let's keep working with the people that are both who I think are the best and funniest in the business, and also my old friends that we have a shorthand and it's fun. And if you can do that, my point of view is do it.
First question. This film is obviously very inspired by the adventures of Dorothy Gale of Wizard of Oz. So I'm wondering...
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I could see
I
could see that.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you're right.
I know.
In a way, it almost kind of is, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
in a lot
professional
of ways.
journalist. I have insight. So what is your relationship to the story of The Wizard of Oz? Either the book, the film, whichever.
I think the first question you really have to ask is, what is film?
Yeah.
And then just even more, what is story?
Ooh, that's heavy.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
For me, my relationship to it is I watched it when I was a kid growing up.
Yep. How many times?
An amount that I couldn't even tell you.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, like there was only 3 channels back then.
But I feel like it was on once a year on TV, and we watched it every year.
Yeah, every
when I
year
was a
you'd watch
kid.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the answer. Okay, you've watched it many a time then.
I've watched it many a time because it was always on, and everyone watched it.
This could have easily been Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass, but sort of It's a Wonderful Life version as well, because that was on as
Or it
much
could
as...
have been Meet the Press, which was on every week
Yeah, or 60 Minutes.
growing up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
So many options, but this is the one that we're
This is
in.
the one we landed on.
Yeah. So you two have been collaborating for quite a while. You met at NYU back at 1987, and you have quite a few old friends in this film who are part of your troupe, such as Michael Ian Black, Joe Lo Truglio, Thomas Lennon. So could you talk about the virtues of working with these longtime friends?
I just also have to correct you and say we actually met in 1987.
When did you
I
say?
said
What did she say? 70s?
I said 1987.
That is what she said.
Yeah. Okay.
Just thought it would be a sort of a weird joke.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Well, we're
similar
being serious.
to this movie.
This is a serious question.
What was your question, though? That we
The
had
virtues of working with friends who you've known for so long.
Dave?
It's such a great thing to do. I feel like we met in college, and we were doing sketch comedy together in college, and we had such a great experience having fun, running around, making little videos and skits and shows with our friends. And we were lucky enough to never have to stop doing that. And we, prioritized, I have prioritized for all these decades, let's keep working with the people that are both who I think are the best and funniest in the business, and also my old friends that we have a shorthand and it's fun. And if you can do that, my point of view is do it.
Yeah, we were super, super lucky to meet this group of people when we were very young, and we, have remained friends and creative collaborators throughout the years. And I recognize how unusual it is and how special it is. I think we both do, and so to, anytime we write something or do something together, the first question is, okay, how do we get the group in, or members of the group in, where it feels organic and good.
And then there are some new old friends in the form of John Hamm and John Slattery, who you worked with on Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp about 10 years ago. So were these roles written specifically for them based on that relationship that you already had with them?
Based on that and the relationship they have with each other and their perception of who they are in pop culture, and it just seemed like a perfect combination of factors that made that, and they're both happen to be so funny and yet still not primarily known as comedians, and so it's sort of just a perfect match for the silly story we were trying to tell.
Do you have a comment, Ken?
No.
No comment.
No, David sort of
comment.
covered it.
Wow. Okay. Well, there are some.
Sometimes though you could be like, well, to echo what David said, and then
That's
just
true.
say the same thing again. That's often how it works.
Would you like me to do that now?
No.
Okay.
We also have some newer friends. Zoe Deutsch, Ben Wang, Miles Gutierrez Riley, Sabrina Impacciatore, Italian.
Well done.
Thank you.
Maybe, we don't know for sure.
So how did you find all these incredible people? What was the casting process like? Did you make them do tests, solve riddles?
No riddle solving,
No
really.
riddles.
No. With Zoe, I had her solve a series of riddles.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And how did she do?
Well, it was sort of like an escape room type setup. Where it's
Okay,
like
and
if
she-
she recognized what the patterns were, I knew she was of the group. No, I mean, as we were putting all the elements together, we realized that there's no movie if we don't have like an incredible central, powerful force that would hold it all together. And we realized that Zoe Deutsch was the perfect choice to be someone who is so skillful and amazing as an actor, but also has this like warmth and charisma and spunk. And she kind of had all of the qualities that we felt could anchor this. And then when we met her and started working with her, tenfold. So it's very exciting.
And then, as you said earlier, our old friends, the emphasis is on old, and we felt, yeah, we can get some of our old friends in, but we need to get some young blood in there. And so we, went out to Ben Wang and Miles and a bunch of different people.
And then I also want to just shout out Toby Wyndham as John Hamm's bodyguard.
Unbelievable,
/assistant.
right?
He's so funny. How did you find him?
Well, actually, my wife knew him from Alabama, and when he came out here, he's done a bunch of work. He's been on kid shows a bunch, but he's an incredible improv actor and comedian. And when we were auditioning a bunch of very kind of big, threatening dudes, my wife was like, "What about Toby?" And so then we went out to Toby, and his audition came back in, and we're like, "Oh no, it's got to be Toby," because he did everything that was on the page, and then just brought this extra like humor to it, and we were like, "Oh, he's the guy." But it was interesting because like the first couple of auditions we saw where somebody was saying, "I'm going to make you sick." When we wrote it, we thought we just kept giggling a bunch. And then when the first couple of auditions we saw, we're like, oh, wait, maybe it doesn't work. And then finally we started seeing like people like kind of in the pocket. And we're like, oh, no, it works. It's just some people kind of get it.
In fairness, it's a weird.
It's very weird, and so, but on the page we were giggling about it,
Yeah.
and for a while I just started to kind of go, oh well, maybe it's not funny when it's said, but then there were people, specifically Toby, who like made it shine. So Toby got the part.
Yes. And well deserved. So the film is also shot right here in Los Angeles, and you can tell. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
A rarity these days. And
Especially for an independent feature film comedy.
yes.
It's almost unheard of. It's great.
Yes, and you were very brave and filmed on Hollywood Boulevard. I know the people here in LA, you know what Hollywood Boulevard is like. It's very chaotic. Can you talk about how that went? The good, the bad, the ugly?
Well, I mean, luckily, the city is good. Like they give you the permits, and it wasn't so hard. And we did get the tax credit, which was, enabled us to be able to do it at all. And just to comment on the larger thing you were saying, like it was incredible to work with a local all LA crew, LA cast, and there was a very constant feeling of gratitude that we all had from beginning to end to be able to be working here in this town, this incredible town. We shot it.
I echo that.
And we shot it.
Is that what you wanted me to?
And it was shot all on location here in LA, except 2 days on the Warner lot. But the Hollywood Boulevard stuff also, some of it we did kind of steal. Like the looking around for Gail with the two guys and going to Starbucks and McDonald's and stuff. We just did some of that with iPhones and some of that with camera across the street, and just the whole movie was very quick, 21-day shoot. And so we had every trick in the book that we've learned from decades of doing things quickly and scrappily. We did on this.
And the Hollywood Boulevard scene, it is a montage, as you said. So was there anything that you filmed that you weren't able to get in there that you wish you were able to?
We were just thinking about today. There was a woman that was dancing in a really funny way on the street with our cast, and then she, after we shot it, would refuse to sign anything, so we couldn't use it. And there was
she was willing to hang out and dance and do all this stuff with us, and we're like, this is great. And then we're like, can you just sign this release form? And she's like, oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, but she certainly performed for the camera for a long time. And then there was a guy with a snake, I think, didn't make it in, and we did quite a bit of. There was a much longer having fun on Hollywood Boulevard sequence at one point, but we knew we had to get to the point. And so.
Yes, I know exactly the guy with the snake you're talking about. It's a shame he didn't make it in there, but I understand. And then there's also those shots outside the Chateau Marmont.
Very
French,
good.
French.
First Italian, now French.
Yes, exactly. Very European tonight. So that's also a very chaotic area.
Yeah.
Can you talk about filming those exterior shots?
Those also we shot on long lenses from across the street and across one street, across the other street, and then we did. We didn't even attempt to try to shoot inside the chateau because we knew that we couldn't even afford to park there, much less anything else. But
we did get a camera up on
Right.
on the floor of like one of the top floors and
That's what I
shot
was saying,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They made that's all. They made a deal. We made a deal to just put a camera up on that top floor for an hour.
And then, Ken, I have a question
Yes.
for you.
Shoot.
Okay, here we go. I would love to know about Vincent's look. The goatee, the outfit, the little hat that was reminding me of Streeter of the other two.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes, tell me about it.
Before he answers, would you say that for Vincent as a character, the goatee was his go-to?
That's great, Dave. Yes, I do. No, I just based it off of several paparazzi people that I've kind of crossed paths with over the years, and actually a very nice guy in particular that I remember. But I liked his look, and so I was like, I'm going to try to emulate that look.
Are you growing it back?
I am growing a little bit because I'm going to see what I look like with just a mustache. But we'll see what happens.
Well, we know that you had that in a couple parts.
In Diggers, but it was a big bushy one. I'm going to do like a tight one.
Nice.
Whoa, that's
See
a
how that
scoop.
looks? Yeah, it's a scoop.
That's a scoop.
You heard it
Wow.
here. You heard it here first, folks.
Very
Look at
exciting.
how crazy everybody's so excited about it.
Ah,
Everybody's losing their
everyone
mind
post
about my
it.
mustache.
You're going to go viral. That's so exciting. Wow. Okay, David, let me give you a question
Oh,
now.
I got
yes,
a
you get a
now.
question
Very
now
good.
too.
I'm
yes.
excited. Thank you, Mia.
So this is your first feature that you have directed in 8 years. So
Don't rub it in.
no. It's just the facts. It's just the
Yeah.
facts. So tell me about the feeling of being back in that director's chair on a feature film.
I mean, true, genuine gratitude. I always knew how lucky and rare and fortunate it is to be able to direct a feature film. It's a big thing, and it involves getting a lot of different people to trust you and spend their money and their time. And I really, absolutely treasure the opportunity. And and since it had been a while since the last feature, and so I just really was. I don't think more than ever, I don't think I took it for granted, or I felt like I was very grateful from beginning to end that we get to do it, and it made it fun just remembering how cool of a job it is. I don't know.
Yes, that's right. So another question now for the both of you. I'll include you both once more. So what was your favorite scene to shoot, and what was the most challenging? Which may be the Hollywood Boulevard stuff, but...
Well, I mean, one of my favorite scenes, because it always made me laugh on the page, and we were talking about it, is "I'm gonna make you sick" scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just makes me giggle. So,
Yes,
like,
me
because
too.
what does he mean? What is he talking about? And Toby's delivery of it made me giggle every time. So that was one of my favorite scenes. I also enjoyed the camaraderie of all of us eating the fries and the shakes and talking about like the script of what this story might be, and Slattery doing his English impression and his quote Japanese impression, and I enjoyed that.
I was definitely cracking up when they're pitching John Hamm the movie. That was really fun just to see that come alive, how utterly stupid it is.
Yeah, I really like that. There's a lot of fun scenes that I've watched the movie so many times, but I love watching it with an audience. I could sit and watch it with an audience over and over again.
And I would say the hardest scenes to shoot were mostly just because our schedule was absurd, and so they might not have been so hard in a normal schedule, but we're like, shoot this plus 15 other scenes today. And we're like, okay. But, and we had to, like that hot air balloon was the second day of shooting, and we had to get it done by like 7 a.m. or else there would be too much wind. And also we had to get it done because we had to shoot the whole wedding sequence and blah, blah, blah.
And then the fight sequence originally was, scripted to be like this epic 10-minute like opera of a fight scene. And our stunt coordinator choreographed a very long fight sequence, and then it takes a long time. We had 1 day to shoot it, or half a day, really. I think
it wasn't a full day.
And so we cut it down to its to its bare bones.
I was actually about to ask about the stunts. I want to know all about those stunts. How'd you do them?
Which ones?
Yeah.
I mean, the one that you're talking about, like the shootout near the end when it becomes a Western.
Right. Well, Vlad is our stunt guy who's been with us through many projects over many, many years, and he's great at working at our sort of pace and budget as well. And he has also, we had some doubles and some key moments that were really amazing, and I don't know. And then we did quite a bit in VFX as well. Just to, no guns on set or anything like that.
The blood looked really great, I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorites was watching her pummel and just getting so into it. Like, it's just like she was not holding back at all, which was great.
Yeah.
And that was really funny just watching her get hit. And
also everybody's reactions to it. I kept watching Miles just be like, no, you did it. Okay, it's fine.
Jesus, she said, wait. Makes me laugh.
Okay, I have one final question for you both.
I would say now is the time to ask it.
Now is the time, yeah. It's a good time. So the film is out July 10th. What excites you most about releasing an original comedy in movie theaters and the communal laughter of it all?
To me, I don't have anything super original to say except just that a movie like this, it's tragic that all comedies don't come out in theaters. Like, it's just, that's what they should be for, and to watch this movie in a room filled with people that are laughing together is one of the most wonderful experiences there is. And the first time we got to see it in a real theater was at Sundance, and it was the most validating, incredible, exhilarating thing. And so the fact that this is getting an actual real release is just, it's the best.
And to that point, it just what I was saying earlier, I was sitting in the back listening and watching and enjoying it, and each time you watch it with a different audience, there are different laughs and different spots, and different people enjoy different things, and some people are big laughers and some people are small laughers, and like some people get things as it goes on, and like some, it's fun to feel the energy of an audience and different audiences. And so, that's all that to say is you should all go see the movie 10, 15 times.
Yes.
Opening weekend to just really feel the different energies from all the audiences.
It just reminds me of a sidebar story that takes 2 seconds, which is a few years after Wet Hot American Summer came out.
2.
Michael Showalter and I wrote a script called They Came Together, which we eventually made.
Love that movie.
10 years before we made that movie, we started trying to make that movie. And we got very down the road with a company that was all set to shoot it. and we were ready to go. We were starting prep, and the guy who ran the company was like, "Wait a minute, I don't know if these guys know what they're doing." And it's like, "Well, they did this other movie, Wet Hot American Summer." And it's like, "All right, we're going to do a test." And this was years after it had come out. They did a test screening of Wet Hot American Summer in a mall somewhere around here, and it was crickets. And, and the guy was like, "Nope, it's over. Not doing it." And it took us another 10 years to get it made. But it was just, just to say the same print of a movie can have wildly different reactions depending on the day and the mood and who the audience is and all that.
Well, I'm glad it was eventually made. That's a great one. If you haven't, check it out. Yes. Well, beautiful note to end on the film They Came Together instead of Gail Daughtry. No, but see Gail Daughtry, you guys, once more, July 10th in theaters. Thank you so much.
Well, they did just see it.
I know, but see it again. I want to see it again already.
Or spread the word.
Or spread the word.
Yeah,
Two
spread
options.
the word, guys. Yeah. Spread the word, gals.
Yes, and gals, inclusive. Thank you.
Yes, of course,
Yes,
of
yes,
course,
of
of
course.
course.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you,
chatting
Mia.
with me. I appreciate it.
That was
Thank you.
great.
Woo!
Thanks for
Thank
coming,
you.
everybody.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. What do you think about this audience? They were kind of like not very attractive. Oh, shoot.